Okay, welcome back. We're going to continue on with floor plan part 2. You should have your perimeter plan drawn by now. If you'll remember that, it kind of looks a little bit like this. And we're going to continue on now with the some of the interior walls. Again, you'll still need your triangle, your pencil, your scale, and we'll continue on with that. First thing we want to do is go ahead and complete our garage, and we're going to be drawing this line right here of your garage. So you'll see over here that this is 22 feet long, and you can see that over in this direction. You should see that dimension. It may be just a little bit off the screen here. You see it right there. It's 22 feet. So we're gonna, from this point that you see right about the outside corner right there of that building to the inside corner is 22 feet. You should see that on a string of dimensions right in this area here. 22 feet is how it's measured. So we're going to go ahead and from that corner that you've drawn, come over 22 feet, and go up 22 feet to this point, and then come across here that you see down here at the bottom. You will see, if I can scoot right here, 20 feet 8 inches. That's how wide your garage is. So you're going to extend those lines that you have drawn on the outside, extend that on up, and again come up and extend that 3.5 inch line that you, or 4 inch line that you did for in here when you drew it initially. Extend them on up until they intersect with those lines there, and again go off 4 inches and draw the inside of that wall that you see right there. So that defines your garage at this point. And again, don't worry about doors and things such as that. We're going to come back and cut those in a little bit later. While you're right here at it, you see this dimension that reads 11 feet 3.5 inches. That's from the inside wall over to the outside face of this little wall that's right in this area here. Go ahead and measure off that and tick that off and draw that straight up, and draw that line about 3 feet long from the inside corner to the outside edge of that, and then come over 4 inches and draw that other side of that wall. You can go ahead and close the top off right in that area here. So that starts forming our kitchen area. We're going to come back to that because that's got a little bit more complicated. We're going to come back to that and do that a little bit later in a different part. So what I want you to do now is come over, and we're going to start back over here in this upper, I'll zoom back out a little bit here with my high-tech camera, and in this corner here we're going to be working on the master bedroom area first. So I'm going to zoom and get you a little bit closer to, whoops, sorry about that, a little bit closer to that, and we're going to draw this master bedroom area, and hopefully you can see that. I'm going to try to get it a little bit closer. And let's see. What you see here is right in this area you'll see a dimension that reads 13 feet 3.5 inches. You should see that on your little 11 by 17 plan that you have right there. So what you want to do is measure over from the outside of that corner of that wall over to the inside of that corner of that wall, and I want you to draw a line right straight down to that point right there. And where is that point, you ask? Well, if you look over here, you'll see another dimension that reads 13 feet 3.5 inches, and that's to the inside corner of that wall right there. So if you draw another line right straight across there to that point, they should intersect, and that forms your master bedroom at this point. And then go ahead while you're right there and offset over 4 inches and draw the other part of that wall, and offset over and get the bottom part of that and draw 4 inches and come across in that area, and you have your bedroom totally formed at that point. You'll do that. So go ahead and do that. Whoops, got a little loose on my camera, but I'll straighten her back up. And we want to go ahead and get bedroom 1 and 2 at this point. So what you want to do is, you'll see a dimension here of 11 feet, and notice it's from the inside to the inside. So go ahead and measure across there with your scale. Measure across there. You see 11 feet, and you want to go ahead and draw that line right straight up. And don't worry, it is, you'll see here, 12 foot long. You see this dimension over here, so you'll stop it at a point that's 12 feet to that corner right there, and that's where you'll stop. So go ahead and do that, and then just offset over and catch 4 inches, which is, we actually know is 3.5 inches in math, and catch the other side of that wall, and you should have that. And you'll then come over here to bedroom number 1, and you'll see where you've already drawn this corner of your porch. Go ahead and extend those lines straight up, and again, don't worry about the doors, just draw right straight through that, and to that point that you just drew that was 12 feet long, and you'll have the inside part of that bedroom number 1 drawn. Now again, that 12 foot point that you've drawn, go ahead and mark that and draw a line right straight across bedroom number 1. Come on into bedroom number 2, and you're going to stop it inside of bedroom number 2, 2 foot 3.5 inches to that corner, which is right there. Stop that at 2 foot 3.5 inches, and then you're going to turn the corner here, and you're going to go straight up until it intersects this wall right there. Go ahead and then offset up 4 inches and come across and draw the inside hall part of that wall that you're drawing across there. Again, don't worry about doors. We're going to come back and get that a little bit later and learn how to do that all at one time. So while we're right here in this general same area, let's go ahead and get closet number 1 for bedroom number 1. You'll see right here it is 2 foot 3.5 inches deep from the entry side of that wall to the outside corner of that closet. So go ahead and measure 2 foot 3.5, and you're going to put a little point right there, and you're going to draw that line that's right there, and you're going to draw it so that it intersects with that hall wall, and you're going to draw it down 5 feet 7 inches long to that point, and then you're going to close it over to that wall that you just drew there, and then you're going to come inside 4 inches, and which is really 3.5, and draw the inside part of that closet at that point there. And I hope you're not getting too confused with that. Again, don't worry about doors. We're going to come back and get that later. We'll go ahead and get closet number 2 while we're in this area. See if I can zoom in a little bit closer for you. And there's closet number 2, and you see that it is 5 feet 3.5 inches, and it is 2 feet 7 inches from the master bedroom side of the wall to bedroom number 2 portion of the wall. So go ahead and measure down 2 foot 7 inches and put your little mark there, which is right there, and go ahead and draw that line straight across there. That is 5 feet 3.5 inches long, and then turn the corner and go up and hit that master bedroom wall that you've done, and then offset in 3.5, or actually 4, actually 3.5, but draw it 4 inches wall to catch that inside of that closet to form closet number 2, which you should have right there. So at this point you have formed master bedroom that you see here. You have formed the bedroom number 1, bedroom number 2, closet 1, closet 2, as well as you were able to do this 2-car garage that is right about there. So what you haven't done is you've not done anything in the master bathroom, walk-in closet, laundry, kitchen, or living dining room, which is going to come in part 3. So I just want you to take an opportunity now before you go any further just to double check and make sure everything looks like the drawing that you have already prepared for you on that 11 by 17. Make sure it looks like that and you don't have any errors. If you got any errors, now's the time to fix it versus trying to come back a little bit later on and doing it. It's kind of hard to discover an error when you've gone too far. So now's the opportunity to check and double check all your dimensions, and feel free to email me any questions that you might have, and hopefully this is beginning to make a little bit of sense to you of what dimension lines are and what they're telling you, and they are very important. They tell you where to put these walls in place. So that is the floor plan part 2. We'll see you back for floor plan part 3 a little later, and enjoy your drafting project, and feel free to ask me any questions that you might have.